Okay. So there is one question with all the speakers, that there is a time card is a very important factor. I don't know others have known about it, but is a very important factor in the IT sector, which I have seen. Like it's very important that how work resources are working and their recording of their time, and that how much how hours they spend, and that is come to the PNL and all these stuff. So how much is it is important in respective companies of HCL and Capgemini as well, and TCS. We can start with Devdutt. Please share your experience in this.
Yeah. So time sheet or time cards are the form the basis of costing for all consulting business. So if you take any project, say a
Hmm.
project to extend a particular uh, mm, app of Hyperion, there would be a group of engineers who would be working on that. To help support them, there would be other functions. Now that project would be the step one is that the project order has to be opened with the client. There has to be a funding, like $100 would be the funding of the project, which the client would approve that you start this project. I would assign some 7 engineers plus 2 support staff to run that project, plus one PMO, one project manager. All of them
Okay.
are charging their time into this project, and they would be given a code once we open the project. A code is also opened either in the ERP, whatever we are using, either SAP or Oracle or JDE, and the time cards which the engineers or the delivery staff would be entering would be tagged to that project. So automatically the cost, or usually it is by number of hours and per hour basis, the cost will be automatically booked into that project, and that becomes the charge for that project. So that is the basis on which the accounting is done, because a project would have a definitive revenue to come in, it would be an approved revenue, and the cost has to match. Otherwise with the project will run into negative. And there are, it is the revenue recognition is also milestone based in most of the projects. It's a time and material project. So I will stop at
So
that, and if any questions or any of my co-speakers would like to add.
so one question. So is there depend on the business, that how the business deal is happened, that this much of hour will going to spend by their for the giving the service. So that particular hours is supposed to be spent by all the resources working in the company for that particular project, or is it in a, some different way?
Yes, exactly, Mithun. So there would be an initial funding, which I said. For example, this project would need 200 hours to be completed. Okay, so now the
Okay.
project, our engineers start booking it, and there would be milestone based. Like there will be a reporting every 50 hours as to what are the steps we have completed on this project. And we, if we have hit 200 hours, yet we have
Hmm.
not completed the project, we need to go
Mm-hmm.
back to the client and explain what is pending and ask for a refunding. And that becomes a negotiation again, because the customer would not be interested in extending the project or willing to pay additional price unless there is a genuine reason. If the initial effort estimate went wrong, or the initial understanding went a recalibration, all those discussions come in before the funding is revised. So yes, as you said, it is right. Most of the projects will start with the definition of the number of hours that will go in, and also the billable rate, because the engineers, different engineers would have different rates based on the seniority, and delivery staff will have also a delivery rate, billable hour rate. However, it is generally much lesser than the delivery engineers.
So what hour per hour rate which is being charged by the between the company and the contractor is a different what is charged by the company and the resource
Yes. So
per
company
hour.
and resource, yes. So company and resource is rarely on billable. So for example, if I am an engineer, I am a paid employee of Capgemini as an organization.
Mm-hmm.
I get a
Mm-hmm.
monthly fixed salary, and I will get an incentive for managing a project if I am doing that. But when the client bills, so if I am working on a, let's take our largest public sector bank, SBI. If I am working on a
Mm-hmm.
project, a consulting project for State Bank of India, Capgemini will open a project with State Bank of India on a particular digitization project, and my hours, there will be a rate for like a cost accountant with 20 years experience. This much dollar per hour or this much rupees per hour is the billable
Okay.
rate. So they will,
Okay.
that's generally a market rate. An engineer, a qualified engineer will have this much rate with say 7 years experience. If it is 15 years experience, the rate might be double or even more than that. So based on those rates, it's usually a negotiated and standard market rates. Uh,
So
Capgemini
every
will,
resource who are working with this will have a different rate, like project manager, CMA, CA, everyone engineers. So everybody
every
will be determined. Every resource will be determined with a different per hour rate.
uh, yes, every job
Okay.
role. So it is not the name of that person. It is every
Okay.
job role usually have a different billable rate. So project
Okay.
manager, Mr. X, there will be two project managers, Mr. X and Mr. Y. So if
Hmm.
both are in the same job role, billing rate will be same.
Okay. It depend on the job role,
Yes,
the rate.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
But if okay, but the company and the resource, they what they have hired, that is on a fixed salary basis. So
Yeah, it's on a
between
fixed
the
salary basis.
if I talk about that, how the company will going to put my effort in the balance sheet, then how it's going to work? Will it work? My whole salary will be put on as an expense, or it will be divided on hour basis to the different project. Like if I work in single month, I work in a 3 project. So how my cost will be allocated to these 3 projects? Will be in on hours or in a different way?
Very good question. Very good question. Yes. So your in that case, your salary, not just salary, your reimbursements, including travel, if any, incentives, if any, all will be divided into the three or multiple projects that the particular engineer or the delivery person is working on. And that is how, if when the project is
How,
open, there is a project code which is tagged in SAP or Oracle in most of the ERPs, and one has to submit when they're submitting the timesheets. I'll start back with the original question. When I'm submitting my timesheet, I have to mention that 9 hours in a day, 4 hours a project on State Bank of India project, balance 4 hours I have worked on say Reliance fresh projects. It one is banking, other is retail, completely different. But I have to tag, I have to split my hours that this many hours I'm booking on each of these projects. And the client, most cases, client approves that the engineer or the delivery person has actually spent that many hours on that project before billing. So the time cards goes as an annexure or a supporting document to the bill that is given to the client.
okay. So in that case, if I work for a 3 project in a particular month, then the rate between me and the client will be determined by the company, of course, as per the contract that will be done. But
Exactly.
between me and the company, it will be rely on the same platform, like on a monthly salary or the allowances basis.
Absolutely. And
Okay.
accounting
Speaking,
wise,
huh,
account sorry.
please. No, no, no,
So
please
accounting,
complete.
yeah, that's what I was just trying to say. Though your salary is on a fixed basis with the company, when the company does accounting for your salary, who is working on multiple projects, your salary will be split between the three projects when it comes to profitability calculation.
Okay. So what will be the how the this cost allocation will be done? How this cost allocation will be done between the within the company? That is what my query.
Yes. So that
What we charge to
question,
the contract is different. What that is as per the contract. What we charge to the third party, but what we are going to charge in our own PL, the distribution of that, how will that going to happen?
depending upon the project code. So when you, as of now, when you are submitting a time card, if you are not assigned to any project, you will not be tagging any project code, or maybe just one project code which is a BU project code, which is a non-profitable project code. But when you're working on a revenue project, you will be given a project code, and when you are submitting a time card, you have to mark how many hours you have been spending on each project, and that cost. So your salary will be split based on that number of hours into each of this project.
Okay, okay. Then the salary will be divided by per hour or whole hour and into that number of hour I spent to particular project. Okay. So Preeti, let's move on to HCL and how it's working over there. If you have any experience about filling up the time card and all those stuff,
Yeah,
you
sure.
must. Please.
Mithun, I would like to say that the thing which you are pointing that how we will split our time card. So I think it
Mm-hmm.
basically depends on the type of work which you are doing firstly. There may be
Mm-hmm.
many types of works which require to capture the productive hours of an employee. Like many of the teams, they have bot, they have automation. So most of the work is done through them, and it saves a lot of time of them. They can utilize it somewhere else. So there we can
Mm-hmm.
apply that bot or time card, and we can capture how much productive time the employee is having there. But in many of the teams, like in the team which I have, which needs more human intervention and human calculations. So there, it doesn't depends on the daily basis work. We don't have a daily task. We have different works and different work to be done on different days. So on that days, it's a bit difficult to calculate how much productive hours I will be having today. So if we are
Okay.
having that, and it would be good, and it is a good practice if we are having that because on that basis we can calculate how much productive hours an employee is giving, and if he is having some idle time, how we can reduce it, we can how we can improve it more, how we can utilize maximum an employee's capability. So yes, in some of the process it is applied, but in some like in my team we don't have such a time card. So many of
So
the
you don't.
process they are following.
Okay,
Yeah.
but in your process there is no time card
No,
thing
in my
like that.
team for which currently for which profile I am working, some teams they
Mm-hmm.
have, they are
Okay.
filling it on monthly basis, and it's being shared ahead also.
Okay.